It's been a while. Now, I know I've said that a lot in my videos because it really has been a while since I made one of these. But like, this is what I'm actually going to be watching for this season, right? I know last season I didn't really upload any reaction type of things, only because first of all it was a new school sim and like I didn't know what I was walking into, and I didn't know my availability at the time. But now, because of COVID, we're all fucking stuck inside, and I can do whatever the fuck I want. So I'm gonna make it up for last season by doing it this season. And what I'm gonna be watching, sometimes it might go off the rail, and I might forget, but hey, shit happens. Anyways, we are about to start. So this is the big anime for the season, right? Tower of God. Like, it's being advertised by fucking Crunchyroll, like, up the ass. Like, Tower of God is gonna be probably regarded as one of the more popular shows, like how Dr. Stone was, when no one really knew what it was until Crunchyroll, like, made a big deal out of it. So, I don't, I'm not, like, okay, I don't follow Webtoon. I only use Webtoon for fucking Castle Swimmer. That's the only reason I use Webtoon. Yeah, this one is being touted as like the big anime of the season, and I find it weird that it's the oddball in the entire anime, like from the usual spectrum, because this is from what, Korea, and then adapted into Japanese. So I know the first episode came out and people are already shitting on it, but I haven't watched it, and I'm not one of those people who are gonna immediately shit on something unless there is a valid reason to shit on it. So, yeah, I'm gonna be watching Tower of God. From Studio Trigger, we have Brand New Animal, or BNA. I walk in all these shows blind. I have no idea what the hell it's about. I look at the cover, I read the synopsis, decide whether I like it or not. And this one is purely just for the studio itself. If you haven't seen Premiere, who also was made by Trigger, like, it's an hour movie, but like, you know, it's a action-filled hour. Every scene is beneficial to the plot. So, I did see that they released like, what, 6 episodes at one point, like right here on Netflix. And that sort of pissed me off because I don't like huge chunk episodes coming out all at the same time. I like the anticipation for a weekly episode. So I haven't watched 1 through 6. I'm gonna be doing weekly, and that's about it. I know they turn into animals and shit, but like, I don't fucking know. So, just by the art style, or the thumbnail, I should say, this one immediately caught my eye. It's called Fugo Keiji Balance Unlimited, the Millionaire Detective, and I'm not really that big into detective shows, especially fucking, what's that one last season, the fucking Jeweler. Like, that looked BL as shit, and it got fucking nothing. So, I don't have this on my favor out, but I mean, it looks nice. I mean, I won't be disappointed if there's not any BL in it, because fucking it has the potential to be one of those shows, but so did the Jeweler. So I don't fucking know. It looks interesting though. So this episode just dropped today, right? Bungo to Alchemist, Shinpan no Hagaruma. And it looks interesting. Like, the way that I thought about it was like, it's sort of like I'm gonna call it a gacha anime, where you, the viewer, you're not playing the gacha, but you are at the same time. It's like when you go into an idle game and you fucking put in your sum and shit, and you get a piece of crap and it's a fucking 2-star. Yeah, I think this might sort of be like that, but you're getting all 5-star units. So this one has a nice premise. I like it. Gotcha anime. But again, I don't know any famous Japanese authors, so I'm probably gonna butcher the hell out of all this shit. But I'm watching it because I like it, damn it. Not because I know about it. So I saw that this show has potential PL. I don't like. I read somewhere that it has allusions to BL, but it's not a full-out one. You know. It's called Katsuki Tante. Fuck. I'm fucking tired. Tante Dokuro. Woodpecker's Detective's Office. You know, it's sort of. It's not in relation. Other than the word detective to the other one. But this is about a ghost story and a whole ass crew has to come in and solve the case. It's an all-male cast. It's a what the fuck do they call it? A reverse harem. There you go. But they're not all over the MC. They're all over each other. Oh shit. But this one looks interesting. Get the fuck out of here, Harry Cloud. Yeah, this one looks cool. So, I thought I would try and watch ARP Novice, but yeah, you saw how ARP worked. Like, interesting in concept, and it was based on an idle game. But like, I don't know, it just ate shit. I'm not saying that ARP Novice is shit, but like, for my own sake, it's not suited for content. But if there is a game, I will play it. I'm not saying it sucks, but fucking, there's a lot on my plate. But let's get on to the big hitter. I7 Second Beat. If you haven't watched I7, like the first part, strongly advise you to watch it because you wouldn't understand the second beat if you didn't watch the first part. If you've played the game and you haven't gotten to the part where like Zool shows up, I'm not gonna say who Zool is, but like Zool R, and you haven't gotten past Zool, like you've gotten enough to the point where it recovered the fucking second course of the game. So the thing with i7 for me is that it's one of the few idle games that I actually follow. Like, it's like what, i7 and Udapri that I follow. I don't follow to an extent. I sort of follow Hypnosis Mike, Ensemble Stars, Love Live, Bang Dream. But like, I don't really follow those ones. Like, for some reason i7 struck a chord with me, and I stan everyone. I can't say any of them suck, like group wise, character wise either. But yeah, because like from what my assumption is that this part of the course, not course. This part of the season covers the shuffle units songs, such as like something Denshi Matsuri with like Gaku and Pythagoras, Ryunosuke with Mezzo, and Ten with Flyaway. So it's gonna be fun to see that animated. Like, now I know the feeling of reading a manga and then having it animated. I can relate for once. I'm not in the fucking minority of not knowing what the fuck I'm walking into. But regardless, here is the lineup of what I'm going to be watching.
Get ready for the next battle.
So that brings us to our conclusion. Yeah. I didn't do anything last fucking season because I got overwhelmed with schooling and shit. So, what better way to pass the time because of fucking shitty COVID than by doing what I usually do and be productive while, you know, doing nothing. I give you the seasons I'm gonna be watching. Up to y'all if y'all want to watch with me. If not, that's cool. Like I said, time to do the, you know, the all usual like, comment, subscribe. On to the next.